So here's how you can get a 4x ROAS on your ad. I know this might sound vague, but I'm gonna explain this in the whole video. You don't need user-generated content. You need high-converting UGCs. This is where Metamorphosic UGCs are born. Metamorphosic UGCs are 35-second videos containing 7 psychological frames that increases CTRs by 3.5 to 75% and decreases cost per clicks to 0.1. And it's not so long that until we noticed a pattern between low and high converting video ads. And it was an obvious pattern from our clients. We spent the last 2 years engineering the mechanisms to create a high converting video ad. And that's where Metamorphosic UGCs were born. Our clients are consistently using Metamorphosic UGCs to generate sales like clockwork. And here's the same brands that before they work with us, right? They're achieving 2K, 3, 4K views, whether it's on the organic side and on the ad side, they're achieving very high cost per clicks, like let's say 0.8 cost per, and very low CTRs, like 1.5% CTRs. And I can imagine that the ROAS looks so bad. And brands, after they work with us, they have seen at least a 50% of an increase where they're getting a couple 100,000 views on whether organic side, and they're increasing their performance and advertising, whether it's decreasing the cost per click and increasing the CTRs by a mile. And of course, skyrocket your sales because no one cares about likes, engagement, or comments. And what happens is, it's so beautiful because on ads, if you just control the 2 metrics of the CTRs and cost per clicks, which is controlled by the creative, it has a direct proportional effect on their ROAS. Literally, a direct proportional effect on the ROAS. And within that same brand, for example, before they worked with us last year, from August 1 to 31, they were doing 160K monthly recurring revenue, and they were actually breaking even on ads, and the profit margins were only 20%. And after they worked with us, we didn't run any ads, we just provided them high converting UGC content, and they were running the ads with the same process. They just inserted that clockwork, all machine system, creative system, inserted them on ads, and suddenly they're getting a 4x ROI on their ads, and definitely 5x growth in literally 3 months, from doing 160K to 518K in literally 3 months. And that's the power of high converting user generated content and not just normal video ad. Metamorphosic UGCs are not utilized by any other creative agency, right? So when it comes to UGC, I've always heard that thing like, hey Yusuf, what do you think about third-party websites below, viral e-com ads, instance? And that's actually pretty good. Those third websites are pretty good once you're starting out. However, you don't have any control on the creatives. Those websites purely and only connect you with the influencers in your niche, and you have to come up with the scripts, you have to come up with the writing, you have to choose the influencer, you have to connect, manage tasks, and do everything by yourself to come up with a high converting ad. And the chances of coming up with a high converting ad while you're doing this all by yourself is very, very rare. That's why people see like, hey, UGCs are not working, let's go back to their traditional old ways method of using video ads. And that's because those creative agencies create videos based on feels, looks, and angles, and not strategy, psychology, and persuasiveness. That's why most brands are leaving so much money on the table when it comes to advertising. Just like you don't need a website, you need a funnel, right? You don't need a description, you need copywriting. You don't need video ads, you need Metamorphosic UGC. And Metamorphosic UGCs comes down to nailing video ads down to human psychology. And its sole goal is to hook the audience, touch their heart, educate them, entertain them, and make them click into the website. And if you're wondering what's the psychological hacks, Metamorphosic UGCs utilizes 6 psychological hacks to make someone click to the website. Repression, denial, projection, displacement, regression, and sublimation. Those are the 6 psychological hacks. Literally, your viewers are actually presented with before any person is presented with when they see an ad, or before they want to make a decision to purchase something. And literally, it's the 6 stages of once a human sees an ad. So let's say for me, when I see a Facebook ad that I'm not interested in and I skip it, I went through 2 psychological hacks, which is repression and then denial. Because what happens is I'm denying that this is not working. I went through a regression and I'm denying that this is not working for me, and this ad doesn't fit my needs and I don't need that right now. That's why I'm scrolling, right? And then there's other types of people that they see an ad and they keep watching and then they skip, and they're going through regression, denial, projection, and displacement, right? And then they watch through because there's some need, but it's not a burning need. And that doesn't actually entitle them to actually click to the website, thus they scroll. So there is not much persuasiveness in the ad to make them click into the website. And then there's the third stage where someone actually sees the ad, stops scrolling, watches the ad, and clicks to the website, and it's actually going through all the steps, which is repression, denial, projection, displacement, regression, and sublimination. And now they're subliminally clicking the website because they've watched the ad, it represented literally their lifestyle, the problems, and this ad has a solution in it. They click to the website, and now it's your job to convert this this strange customer to a raving fan. I know you're scratching your head right now because all of this information in this video has been so complicated, but I'm going to show you two examples. One example is not from our company, and the other example is from our. And you're going to notice the difference between normal UGCs and high converting UGCs. And the beautiful thing about those two ads are from the same niche. So I'm going to let you watch ad 1, and I'm going to let you watch, and now you can actually see what I'm talking about. And let me actually show you. Now, after you watch this video, you've noticed that ad 1 is pretty short. It doesn't even it's so the structure of this ad is pretty bad. And believe it or not, this is the company that's running this ad is well known, and they're losing a lot of money on advertising this ad. Only if I could reach out to them and actually tell them that if they would respond. However, there's another company that we're working with within the same niche, and they're crushing it with this ad. This ad looks organic, and this ad looks organic, and it's meant to convert, not just a video ad.
If you're a proud pet owner, this video is for you.
As a parent of multiple fur babies, it's important that I keep them active and healthy for as long as possible, which means giving them the right nutrients for their bones, muscles, and joints. My older dog Bella struggled with hip mobility in the past, but she's doing so much better now thanks to these vital pet life supplements. Just one scoop with her food has her joints feeling so much better, and the wild Alaskan salmon oil also helps keep her coat shiny. And there are some great supplements for cats too. I highly recommend these vital pet life supplements for any pet owner. Click the link below to check them out.
And this is the difference between a high converting video ad and a low converting video ad. Now you've made it to the last section of video. Here's your action steps. What you can do is actually post this video on your Instagram story, because I'm literally trying to change lives and I want to reach a lot of people, but YouTube is currently not available for that because my content is strictly for advertisers. Kind of growing organic on YouTube has been very hard. So if you can help me out if you had taken 1% value from this video, go ahead and post a picture on your Instagram story and tag me, Yusuf Jamal, and I'll reshare it to my story because you found a lot of video. Number 2 is, if you are a brand that wants to use this strategy but you don't want to do it yourself, then we are a UGC agency, but however we only accept brands that are doing at least 100K revenue per month. So if you are doing that, then go ahead and click the first description to actually book in your strategy session with me personally. I will walk you through the steps through how you can double or triple your ROAS in 90 days or less and add at least 50 to 150K revenue to your bottom line by just changing your video creative. It's completely done for you. And the third action step is actually if you can like, share, and comment Boheme for a free surprise.